Michael Gove yesterday told pessimists worried about soaring food imports post-Brexit to be more patriotic and buy British cheddar instead. The Environment Secretary said farmers in less favoured areas will need support for several years to come when they lose their payments from the EU's controversial Common Agricultural Policy cap when Britain leaves. The Environment Secretary said farmers in less favoured areas will need support for several years to come when they lose their payments from the EU's controversial Common Agricultural Policy cap when Britain leaves. Labour MP Angela Smith warned that products such as cheddar would soar if Britain and the EU have to resort to World Trade Organization because much of the cheese blocks come from Ireland. But Mr. Gove shot back, "I am deeply concerned about your unpatriotic attitude towards cheddar. Because whether it's Montgomery or Lincolnshire poacher, there are very many. At DEFRA we are very pro-UK cheddar, whether it's Orkney or West Country cheddar." And said he was confident Britain's farmers and food producers will soak up the country's appetite if foreign brands become too expensive due to tariffs. Michael Gove also suggested he could personally block a post-Brexit trade deal with the US if it included allowing the import of chlorine-washed chickens. Asked by the Commons Environment Committee Chair Neil Parish if these state-funded payments would extend beyond 2022, Mr. Gove replied yes. It means taxpayers will effectively pick up the bill for farmer subsidies when cap payments end in December 2020. Mr. Gove said the government would publish a command paper outlining the system of changing agricultural support next year. In the committee hearing, he also suggested he could personally block a post-Brexit trade deal with the US if it included allowing the import of chlorine-washed chickens. He said the issue was one of animal welfare rather than food safety, and Britain would need to be assertive in such trade talks. Mr. Gove told Remain supporting MPs to be more patriotic in their buying habits. He said the cabinet is agreed that there should be no compromise on high animal welfare and environmental standards. In America they cannot guarantee the same high standards in terms of how chickens are reared that we insist on here. Unless there is a change in the American side, we would say that those animal welfare rules are things on which we will not compromise. The whole point about trade deals is that you have got to be assertive in defense of your own interests. Mr. Gove said the Environment Department punches above its weight and has extra muscle in Whitehall. Damien Green sacked as PM's deputy for misleading public over office porn. Theresa May blasts ex-police officers who exposed Damien Green's porn lies. PM defends Navy after it's revealed no battleships can leave UK waters. Process of counting Grenfell death toll which proves conspiracies are wrong. Council tax set for £107 rise as Sajid Javid approves biggest increases in 14 years. Government to ban builders selling new build homes on leasehold terms. He added that Parliament could stop the government signing a trade deal MPs did not like. Mr. Gove was also embroiled in an angry clash with Labour MP Paul Flynn, who accused the leading Brexiteer of lying to voters in the referendum. The minister replied, "If you're going to say to your constituents that the reason that they voted as they did in the European Union referendum is because they were too stupid to understand the arguments, then good luck to you in